Hello everybody and welcome to episode 9 of Meta Bytes. This is Michael Duncan here from Meta Creative, and it's been a couple of weeks since the last bit of audio I put out, and the last one was about Facebook audiences, so you can go back and have a listen to that at some stage if you would like. But this week I do want to keep the theme of social media going. And today I just want to talk about using social media for business, and when you're wanting to create a campaign for your business and what the process should be, or what the sort of things you should be thinking about when you're wanting to use social media to engage and increase business. So, number one, you always start with your why, or with your goal, I suppose you would call it. You know, what is it you actually want from this social media activity? What do you want to happen? Is it click-throughs to the website? Is it purely likes for your page? Is it lead generation? There's lots of different sort of whys for each campaign. So that is definitely the number one thing. There's no point in starting any campaign or any engagement on social media without knowing kind of what the purpose of it is, what you want kind of out of it, and what you want to give your audience to get the best response. So always start with your goal in mind when you are posting or creating an ad campaign on social media, and this can be across the different social media platforms, and that's what you would be thinking about next. Or actually, you'd really be thinking about this in conjunction with part one, looking at the goals. What, for the specific goal, which platform is going to be the best? You know, if you're wanting to get clicks through to your website, is it going to be best doing something on Instagram? Is it going to be best on Facebook, LinkedIn? And it really depends on the third part of it, who your target audience is. So it all sort of gels together. So what's your kind of main goal? Which platform are you going to use? And that platform can be determined by obviously what your target market is. You know, depending on what sort of business you are, you may have a few different kind of audience profiles, and you've got to really work out which platform that target audience is on. And once you've kind of determined that, you've got your goal, you've got your platform. So okay, we're going to be getting clicks through to the website, and we're using Facebook because I know I've got a couple of audiences on Facebook already that are exactly the target I want. What are you going to do now? You're going to get a bit creative. This is where, you know, you think about that, and creative is such, you know, all the mechanics of it, you know, all the technical stuff is great, and sort of getting the right platform, getting your goals in place, your target audience, but what really makes engaging material is the creative, the ideas, the copy that you're going to use, the imagery. And this is where, you know, using a designer or using a creative of some sort to help you with ideas, to help you come up with something clever, is going to be key, because it is hard. I mean, if you're in business, you know, the last thing you want to be doing is trying to come up with sort of ultra creative work that's going to really engage with your audience. You want to leave it to somebody that's got that superpower, like a designer or ad creative or whoever it is, or maybe you know somebody that's highly creative, that's got a good way with words and knows how to engage with people. So that's what you kind of want to do once you've got the other bits and pieces sorted out. You want to make sure your creative is good. You've chosen your imagery, you've chosen your language, you've come up with a sort of really interesting story for the campaign. And then you want to start to get to, you know, when are we going to send this out? What sort of budget are we going to put behind it? And this is getting back to more of the technical stuff. You know, we're going to be sticking $50 a day down to get some click-throughs to a specific landing page on the website, or click-throughs to a specific post on the website that you're trying to increase awareness of. So there's a few different things that you got to think about. I've just said, I keep saying It's one thing I'm really trying to work on. I've been doing a couple of podcasts, or another main podcast that I've been doing with some friends or some colleagues, or colleagues and friends, is the Simple Mind podcast. And I was listening to myself doing a little bit of editing on it the other day, and the amount of times I said was embarrassing. But oh god, yeah, I'm not even gonna go down that path. But today I just wanted to go have a little brief overview of the sort of things you should be thinking about when you're using social media to engage with the audience or to try and get them to take action on something. So let's go through that again really quickly. Number one, what is it you're trying to do? What is the goal that you're trying to do, and what platform are you going to be using for this? Who's the target market? Who is it you're trying to engage with? Very important, because then you kind of know which platform to use and what kind of creative to use, which is going to connect with that specific audience. And then obviously get onto the creative. Be creative with your stuff. You know, memorable, well put together adverts and campaigns are kind of like, I reckon that's like 80% of it. You know, all the technical stuff, you know, thinking about what you want to do and all that sort of stuff is fine, but you got to get that creative right. And then of course you can get your budget schedules and sort of get all that down into a content diary and work out when you're going to put everything out. So hopefully that was semi-useful. I think I went on a little bit and got a little bit confused with my points, but I think that gives you a little bit of an overview of the sort of things you should be thinking about. So this is a very short episode. We're only up to about 7 minutes, so might leave it there for today. 7 minutes is a nice little bite of audio for you guys to listen to, and I will catch you next time. Cheers.